guys, it's Brittany and I am super excited for this video. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. I can't even speak. Make sure you grab your snacks, your drinks, like you have like a full out meal with you. I don't know, but like I don't know, this video could be long, could be my usual length, but I am so excited about this video because there's so much that I want to cover. There's so much that I want to tell you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching my collab with Jessie V and Mandy V. We had so much fun together. I hope you guys checked out their channels as well and watched their videos so you could see all of our perspectives, which I think is really cool with the whole collab. You get to see from each of our different point of views, you know what I mean? So I thought that just made it more interesting and more fun. We definitely had a lot of different parts. I think we had 6 parts each to our series, and we wanted to make it into a series because we had so much footage and it was so much fun. And we have another one coming up in May. We are aiming for May, so we're gonna make this kind of a thing now because we had so much fun. I'll get into that at the end, but I wanted to get into some things about our videos and what happened and what I think, and telling you guys some crazy stuff that I'll get into it, but I wrote it all down in my hot pink sparkly notebook because, girl, we got a lot to cover. So, all right, first page right here. So first of all, we stayed at the inn at the falls, and we were staying in the main house. Beside the main house is this other building where you can stay, but all the paranormal activity, all the crazy stuff happens in the main house. So we're just like, heck yes, we want to stay here. So it was built in 1870, sorry. My notes right here. It was built in 1870. It was then purchased by a local person, and then it was purchased by the judge William Crosby Mahaffey. So this judge is one of the main ghosts at the inn, and when people see him, they see him as a real life person. He looks like he's alive. There's nothing transparent about him. He is not an apparition. He looks like a person, an actual human being, just like you and me. That's how many people have described him. So that is so creepy, but I'll get into more about the judge and Jessie seeing him, like, girl, what the heck. So in the 1970s, this house was then purchased by a couple named Jackie and Jim. Jackie then unfortunately was diagnosed with cancer, and she died inside of the main house. And they say that her ghost haunts the main inn. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's her. That's just, I don't know. I had this weird feeling that I just don't think it's her. But somebody did see her. At least that's what they say. So in the 1980s, one of the office managers, she was just walking through the hallways, and there was a woman that appeared, and she looked like an actual person. Like there was just, it wasn't an apparition. That's what's weird about this place. Like it just, the ghosts look like real people. I mean, obviously they were once alive and stuff, but when they show themselves and present themselves to the people there, they just look like you and me. So this woman saw Jackie in the doorway, and she just was staring at her, and then she vanished into thin air. So was it Jackie? That could have been her, but there haven't really been any more sightings of Jackie. So maybe she just came back one time or a couple times, but now there is a woman that people hear crying through the hallways, and I don't think that's Jackie. She actually doesn't even have a name, this woman that cries through the hallways. She doesn't even have a name, so it's not Jackie. I just don't think it's Jackie. It's so weird, but the woman who cries, a lot of people have heard her. In the kitchen area, there is a ghost by the name of Bob, and he throws things at people. He's not really the friendliest, I guess. You know, he doesn't want anyone in his kitchen. And of course, room 105 is the most haunted room in this hotel. So, I mean, if you guys already watched my videos and stuff, and Jessie's and Mandy's, I will leave my playlist down below so you can check it all out because there's a lot to see. But where was I going? Yes, so there's so many children spirits in room 105. People have felt the children climb up into the bed with them when they're going to sleep. There's been a woman in there that sits in the chair, and you guys saw me sitting in that chair, and it was very eerie. Like, I will admit, it was very eerie sitting in the chair, but it was really cool at the same time. You guys know me, I'm crazy. There was once a man that was checking into room 105. He walked in, he saw a woman sitting on the chair, and then he walked out because he just thought he walked in on a woman and it was her room. And you know, he was in the wrong room or something, but then he realized it was his room and he walked on in and she was gone. So that is so scary as well. I got my paper, I'm sorry guys. Room 106. that is the other haunted room, and there's a shadow man that kind of paces in that room. He goes in and out of the bathroom. So we both booked room 105 and room 106. Now, this is when it gets interesting. So on the website for this place, they advertise it as, you know, like a ghost hotel. It's ghost friendly. The ghosts here are very friendly, and you know, and I don't want to trash talk this place because I loved it. The people, like the staff, they were so amazing and stuff. There's definitely more to this place than what they say. And I get it if they are trying to, maybe I shouldn't say cover up, but I get it that they don't want to say some of the dark things at this place because they're running a business, you know what I mean? And a lot of haunted locations, you know, coming from me, I go to a lot of haunted locations, as you guys know, and I do have trouble getting into some places because people do not want you to expose the paranormal. They don't want you ruining their business, and that has happened numerous times. So you can't just walk into a haunted place and expect to be able to film and stuff. You need permission. Like, I go through a process when I am filming at haunted locations. So of course, before we went to this place, you know, the woman was all about the ghosts. It's all on the website and stuff, and she, you know, she told us about room 105, 106, that they're super haunted. 104 is haunted as well. I was supposed to get room 104, but they're doing renovations, so it sucks, but it's okay. At least I got 106, and at least we got to go into room 105. But she was all about the ghosts. She was telling us all about it and stuff. So when they embrace it and stuff, and they give you permission to film, like, that is amazing. But a lot of people do not want you ruining their business. So that's all I'm saying there is I get it if they don't want to advertise it as a dark place. So Jonathan and myself, we arrived probably an hour and a half before Jesse, Mandy, Kat, and Ty arrived. So we checked in, we just kind of, you know, got a feel for the place, and then Jesse and Mandy were texting me and being like, we're almost here, like, you know, we were keeping in contact, and then finally Jesse was like, we're here, and Jonathan and myself were like, you know what, let's scare them, let's like stand at the top of the staircase and just pretend to be ghosts, because we're just weird, you know? So we were standing at the top of the staircase to freak them out, and as soon as Jesse and Mandy walked in the door, the power went out in the whole place. Like, it just went dark, and I remember I just looked out, was like, what the heck, did we press a switch or something? And yeah, so then they saw us, and we looked even creepier because now we look like shadows standing at the top of the staircase, and we freaked them out. And then we went down, and you know, we met for the first time. That was the first time we met, so what a great first impression. I'm just pretending to be a ghost on the staircase, but we clicked instantly, so we had so much fun. But I just think it's so weird with the timing. As soon as they walked on in, the power went out. And it's really creepy too because the lady told us that the power never goes out. It's pretty much rare for that to happen, like a full out power outage as soon as Jesse and Mandy arrived. So we were like, oh my god, this is gonna be quite the night. Also too, we were the only ones staying there, so we had the whole place to ourselves. The lady was so cool. She gave us keys to the front door, and you know, when we left, obviously we had to lock up and stuff like that. So because a lot of people are like, where is everybody else? But we had the place to ourselves. You know, it's that time of year, it's kind of dead. In the summertime, of course, it's gonna be hopping. So this is a good time of year to go to places like this because nobody's there, and then you get the whole place to yourself. So we were super excited about it. Now, Mandy also made a video kind of just going over her experience and everything. So definitely check that out. And she mentioned how when they arrived, there was this really nasty odor upstairs where our rooms were. So when Jonathan and myself checked in, we didn't smell that. Like, there was nothing there. But when Mandy and Jesse came, it just smelled like now it sounds like I'm saying they smell. No, it's not that. It was just the sewage smell. It was just disgusting, and we don't know where it came from, but it went away eventually, like pretty soon after it was there. It was kind of in and out, so it would be very strong, and then it was gone, and then it came back again. So, you know, we were getting kind of creeped out, being like, that's not really a good sign. And then we started seeing black flies, which is not really a good sign either. So, you know, it was kind of a creepy start to our night, our night ahead. So, you know, but I was like low-key so excited. I mean, you guys know, not low-key, high-key. So I want to get into the interview with Joanne and Chris. So that was, Joanne is the nice lady that you guys saw, and then Chris was the guy, and he was like really funny. But they were leaving right after the interview because people were kind of confused with that, saying, I thought you guys were alone. We were alone. They gave us the keys to the front door and everything to lock up. Joanne lives next door, and Chris lives next door as well, or something. I don't know. He's not in the house. I mean, we went all over the house at nighttime, you know? Nobody was in the house, and they were getting ready to leave. And then during the interview, that's when we heard stuff coming from upstairs, and that's when we went upstairs, and there was that scratching sound in the wall. So I'm just looking at my notes, guys. You see me looking over here. Okay. So yeah, that was the whole thing with the interview. So the scratching in the walls, when we walked into room 105, I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was like, maybe, you know, it could be an animal or something, you know what I mean? It could be rats. Something's in the wall scratching. It could have been, but it was just really odd, the timing, and then we started hearing the knocking. So I think that was the next thing on my thing. Yeah. So in the comment section, this was our second video with the knocking. There were people who were saying, well, Jonathan said knock twice for yes and knock once for no. I don't know. He said it one way, and then Mandy and myself changed it and said knock once for yes, knock twice for no. And people were like, well, you guys mixed it up because Jonathan said that first the opposite way, and then Mandy and myself changed it. But you know what? We said it out loud. We're like, knock once for yes, knock twice for no. So if the spirits were reacting to the way Mandy and myself had it set up, with the one knock for yes, the two knocks for no, I mean, I don't know. Or if they were following Jonathan, I believe they were following what me and Mandy were saying. I mean, I don't know. The knocking was crazy though, and it's weird because it just sounded like somebody was tapping on something, as you guys could see in the video, or hear in the video. We didn't know exactly where this knocking was coming from, but it's weird because it only happened at that time. And also too, at this hotel, stuff happens during the day. It's not really a place where stuff happens at nighttime. A lot of people experience stuff in the AM. It's not like it has to be exactly at 3 a.m. or something, even though it is the AM. But a lot of people experience stuff at like 6 a.m., 8 a.m., or maybe even in the evening, early in the evening. When we started doing that whole knocking thing, that was around 8 o'clock at night. So it was pretty early, and we never heard those knocks any other time throughout the night. It was just that specific moment. And then, you know, knocking once or knocking twice, and as soon as we were asking these questions, I just found it so crazy. So whether or not they were listening to the rules Jonathan gave them or the rules that Mandy and myself did, I don't know. We asked them if they're okay with us being here, and it was one knock, so that meant yes. Maybe it was a one knock for no, like what Jonathan was saying. Now I feel like I'm confusing everybody, but it could have been that. So maybe they didn't want us there. I don't know, but I believe that they did. But at the same time, this place is so freaking dark, guys. Like, there is so much more to this place that they just don't want anyone to know about. But there is just something in this place that does not want anything to do with you. It is so freaking dark. So now I want to move on to when Jessie saw the judge. So when we were in room 105, she was just casually telling me that her and Ty were walking up the stairs. And also too, guys, Ty wasn't staying with us. He was actually staying in a hotel down the street, but he would like come over and bring like water, like Cadbury mini eggs, or you know, stuff like that. Like, he was being really nice and everything. We went out to dinner, like all of us as a group, and Ty joined us as well before ghost hunting and stuff, like earlier on in the day, like maybe around 5 or 6 or something. But yeah, so when you saw him those few times in my videos, people are like, where did he come from? So yeah, but what was I saying? So yeah, when Jess saw the judge, we were just chatting in room 105, and then she told me that she was walking up the stairs and there was a guy that was in that area, and she just saw him in the shadows. And then Ty said, who is that, or something, and Jess was like, oh, I think it's someone who works here or something. And then I looked at her, I was like, Jessie, nobody's here. When was this? And it like literally just happened. And I just kept looking at her. I was like, there's nobody here. Like, Joanne and Chris left. So nobody, you know what I mean? So I was like, holy crap, did you see the judge? What did he look like? Was he a solid person? Was he an apparition? Is he really what people say he looks like? You know what I mean? So then I was like, okay, we gotta go downstairs. Like, I wanna see where you saw this guy and stuff. So I was asking her, you guys can see that in the video. So I mean, I don't know who that was, but she said he was a man standing in the shadows. She couldn't see his face, but it was a man. And she just thought it was, you know, somebody who worked here. It didn't look like Chris. It didn't look like Joanne. And those were the only two people that were there that day. And they were gone. So that was really creepy. So now I'm going to get into the pub downstairs in the basement. So we didn't even know that we could actually get down there. The door was open. So we're like, oh my God, let's go down, let's explore, it's gonna be fun. So when you guys saw in the interview, Joanne was saying that there's a man down in the pub and he's very crusty. Now, when we went down into this pub, you guys, this spirit that's down there, he is not just crusty. I like how she used that word, I thought it was funny. But he's not crusty. He's crusty, but he's very dark, and you feel it when you're down there. You feel as if somebody's watching you. You feel like you're not supposed to be down there. And I'm actually like, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Brittany 44 was actually a little creeped out down there. I do get creeped out, but I felt kind of threatened down there. And I know you guys are like, Brittany, you're so brave. I know I am brave. Like, thank you so much too. I'm so flattered you guys think that, but I know I am, you know, a brave person, but I do have my moments when I do get kind of freaked out. But when I was down in this basement, I was freaked out. Now, you guys see on camera, I'm cool, like I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm excited at the same time. But I didn't want to express exactly how I was feeling when I was down there, because I knew Mandy was really freaked out being down there. And I knew if she knew that I was freaked out, then she was gonna be like, oh my God, like, I don't want to be down here. Like, no, this place is crazy. Like, and I knew that she would be even more freaked out just because I'm freaked out. And like, you guys know me, like, I don't get that way. So I just was really trying to keep, you know, myself normal, not show any fear, just be really cool, you know what I mean? That's why we have like those moments when we're laughing and stuff. I'm trying to just lighten up with, you know, the mood down there. And then the part when we're going up the other staircase and I'm like, where the hell are we? Because I just had no idea where this place was taking us. It was this giant maze. It just kept going on and on. It was insane. There's just something down there that did not want us down there, and it was following us. I could feel it. Whatever it was following us. And that gets into my next point that I wrote, were the pictures that Mandy took of me. So I will put them in this video as well. But the first picture with that red aura around me, that was creepy. And when I first saw it, when we all saw it, we were like, holy crap, red probably doesn't mean anything good. And I was like, great, there's a freaking demon that's attached itself to me. And you know, it's a very negative presence down there, like I said. So I was like, great, it makes sense. This thing is following me, of course, but low-key I'm just like, yes, follow me, you know, like I want something to follow me. You guys know, like I'm crazy. And then when Mandy took that other picture of me standing in front of that other stairway, there was like a white mist all around me. So later on, kind of fast forwarding, when we left the pub for the first time, we went back upstairs and we were looking up what the auras meant, what that red aura meant around me. And we just came across all these really good things. It means someone is protecting you, like it's protection. It could be a loved one just protecting you. So it was like, oh, it's probably my grandma. I mean, I don't know. But something was protecting me. Maybe it was my entourage around me. Something was protecting me, protecting all of us from this dark entity that was down there. It wasn't demonic, it wasn't evil down there, but it was just very dark and felt very angry, if you know what I mean. You know when you just walk into a place and it's just, you know, there's way more to the ghost in the basement than they are saying. Like, I don't, you know, I know that they're trying to, you know, they can't say too much, but there's just so much that they're not saying. And if you guys go down there, you'll feel exactly what we felt, and it's just like a nasty energy. Like, I'm surprised none of us were physically touched. I wish I was. I mean, I know the girls don't want that, but I wish I was, but I wasn't. Now that takes me to my other point. In Jesse's video, you see the hair, my hair moving on its own. And when we were, going through our footage and stuff, we had like this whole group chat going on through like text messages, and we were sending each other clips like, holy crap, look at this, look at that. So Jesse sent me this video. And I was like, holy crap, it's like the Villisca Axe murder house again. Because if you guys remember, my hair was pulled. It was like, or make some kind of movement around us. Like somebody was pulling my hair, and then at this house it was just really crazy. So I guess spirits just really like my hair. Now this one, okay, when we were coming back upstairs and I started kind of skipping down the hallway, and then you hear a voice picked up on my camera, and it sounded like somebody was saying a-hole, like A-S-S-H-O-L-E, a-hole, but the actual word. And at first when I heard it, I was like, did they just say apple? But then it sounds like hole. So I was like, holy crap. I didn't hear that in person, of course. You pick up, that's what I love about my investigations and stuff, is I always get excited because I could have picked up on something on my camera that I did not hear in person. And that voice I thought was so creepy, and it sounded like it was calling me an a-hole. Now, I don't know if it was calling me an a-hole, if it really was, because I started skipping down the hallway. And guys, if you know me, that's kind of just how I get around. That sounds so weird. I mean, I walk, but if I'm trying to I'm not a runner, I don't run. But if I'm just kind of going, like, just like I need to go somewhere, if you know what I mean, like, not driving. If I need to just like walk down, walk to another room or something, I'll skip. Like, that's just kind of what I've always done. I like to skip. You get there faster than walking, but you're not running, and it's more fun. So I was just skipping my way to room 105, and as soon as I started skipping, you hear the a-hole. So I don't know if they were calling me an a-hole because I started skipping, but I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way at all. It's just, that's just what I do. You can ask anyone who knows me in real life, especially my family. Like, I skip. It's just what I've always done. It's weird, but it's what I do. So if that spirit really was calling me an a-hole, was it the spirit from the pub? Because that was like a nasty thing to say if they really were saying that, and it sounded really mean as well. Now I'm gonna get into the chair, the ghost chair, when I was sitting there doing the spirit box session. And in Jesse's video, it sounded like these spirits were having a conversation with each other. And I wrote it down. It was like, one spirit said, kill her. The next spirit said, if you want. The next spirit said, we can't. And then someone said, that's okay. It was like a full out conversation with spirits. Now, with the spirit box, like I always say in my videos, guys, the spirit box or any paranormal piece of equipment is not proven. It's all theories. You know what I mean? It's all theories. I'm not saying we were talking to spirits. I think it's really cool, like what was happening, but there's just, you can't prove it. You know what I mean? You can gather all this evidence, which I believe I have, but the spirit box is just a theory. Just like every other paranormal piece of paranormal equipment. Like, it's all theories. A lot of people could hear what Jesse picked up. Of course, a lot of people are gonna hear different things. And a lot of people heard like the kill her, just this conversation. I heard the conversation between like 3 spirits, I guess. If that's true, then they were basically debating whether or not they should kill me. Like, what the heck? And I love how I'm just sitting there all calm, cool, collected, like, not even worried or anything. And I know a lot of people are like, well, Brittany, are you scared? Like, I'm not. When I saw, before those videos went up and stuff, like Jesse was sending, in our group chat, all the stuff being like, are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? Like, I hear this. and we were just like, holy crap. And it's creepy. I think it's so creepy, but I'm not scared. And if I heard that in person, I would be like, oh my God, do something then. Like, you know what I mean? Because I just want all that evidence. So the next morning, Jess, Mandy, Kat, and Ty, they left around 7:30ish in the morning, and then Jonathan and myself, we were leaving in like an hour or so after that. So the lady finally came back, and she, like Joanne, she was asking us what happened. We told her everything that happened. We didn't tell her we went down into the pub though. I think it's okay because the door was open, but we told her about, you know, the knocking and the scratching and the spirit box and, you know, all that stuff. And she was just like, holy crap. But you know what? Okay. So the lady was talking to me and Jonathan, and she was telling us more stuff that happens, or that happened at that house. And it was dark. And I feel like she just trusted all of us as a group because we were just we're all really nice people. We're very like bubbly, crazy, but in a good way, and just fun. And she really enjoyed having us there, I think. And I think she just got comfortable with us, and she was telling us things. And she said that somebody got thrown, oh my God, I just spit, sorry. Somebody got thrown across the room because they were mocking the spirit. Like, they got thrown across the room, and they'll never come back to that house because of that incident. And I looked at Jonathan, I was like, oh my God, like, it's the spirit in the basement. That's him. He would do something like that. It's just so, he's so dark. Not evil, I guess it's evil to throw somebody, but it was him. He had to have done that. But then there was another story. She said that somebody was murdered in that house. They were thrown off the staircase, like thrown down to the stairs. You know where the railings were? There was a glass. It was all glass, so you can't even look over the railings when you're upstairs. Like, it's just like this whole glass wall. And when we were there, we were like, okay, this is so weird. There's a reason why there's a glass wall here. She told us that a man threw this woman over the railing and she died. Like, he killed her on purpose. And we were just like, holy crap, that is so creepy. And then she told us that there were psychics that were there, and they picked up on the man who threw the woman off the railing and like to the stairs and stuff. And when he came through very strong, he was very angry, very dark, and he kept saying, I'm the devil, Satan. And earlier, guys, when we did the spirit box session, we picked up on a spirit's voice saying Satan. Now, was that the dark spirit that we felt? Was that the energy that we were really feeling throughout the house, especially in the basement? Was he following us down to the basement? Like, was that him? Hearing her tell us about these psychics picking up on someone saying they're the devil, that they're Satan, and we picked up on that voice earlier on, and we're just like, what the heck? Like, we never read anything about this. If you look it up, you can't even find these stories either. So the fact that she told us that, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I appreciate her telling us, but now everything makes sense why we were feeling so dark. And just, none of us, you know, sometimes spirits will almost possess you, I guess, and make you feel what they're feeling. I never felt angry or sad. I just felt really freaked out at times, and especially down in the pub. So now I'm starting to wonder if the guy who murdered the woman, if he was the one that was following us around. And he must have been the spirit that threw that person across the room, because this person was mocking the spirit, being like, I don't believe in you, like, this is such BS, or I don't know, something like that. And then he just flew across the room like it's something out of The Conjuring. So I don't know, it's just, I got chills right now. But all I'm saying, and I know I keep saying it in this video, I keep spitting, holy crap, I'm so sorry, guys. But we're like family, so I mean. So I also wanted to bring up too, when we were about to leave room 105 and Jessie was trying to open up the door and she couldn't open it. Like, it was literally as if somebody was standing on the other side of the door and just holding it. I keep hearing noises. Holding it. Oh, actually, I'm not even gonna say it. I have a video coming next week, guys. Get ready, because I am just like, what the hell? What the hell? I'm excited at the same time, but I'm like, it's so scary. Anyways, it's coming next week, but it's these sounds that I keep hearing, I think have something to do with this, so I am excited. but I'll have to tell you guys, like, you guys will see it maybe on Wednesday, I don't know, but it's coming next week. But yeah, because I keep hearing sounds, so you guys will find out soon. But anyways, it was just weird how she couldn't open up the door. It was like somebody was playing with us, or it was the dark spirit that just, you know, didn't want us to be there, or was trying to trap us. Girl, I don't know. But earlier on in the day, before they arrived, it was just me and Jonathan. We were in room 106 and I was using the bathroom, so I closed the door and stuff. And when I tried opening up the door, actually no, that wasn't before. Was it before they got there? It might have been shortly after they got there, actually, because it was like still bright sunshine out. And I remember when I was opening the door to get out of the bathroom, it wouldn't open. Like, it was shut, and I kept twisting it, and I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden, you know, it released. It felt like somebody was on the other side of the door, you know, just holding it. And I remember I opened it, and then Jonathan was sitting in the chair, and I was like, he just kind of looked at me, and I said, did you not see that? And he's like, what? And I said, I guess the door just, I don't know, jammed. It just, I couldn't open it. And then when Jesse couldn't open up the door in room 105, that's exactly what happened to me. Now, was it a ghost? We will never know. It could have just been the doors, you know, just being old doors. You know, like, we can't prove that, but I just found it really weird how it happened to me earlier that day in room 106. And then when we wanted the spirits to do stuff in room 105, and then that happened to Jess. So it's weird. And the last thing that I wanted to cover was when the pub door downstairs shut by itself. Now, you'll get a better look at this on Mandy's channel. She caught it on her camera and she saw it in person, and you can see it in her video. We are all leaving because we were doing a spirit box downstairs, and then we heard someone walking around upstairs, so we decided to go upstairs. And as we were leaving, the door shut, and nobody was standing over there. We're walking towards the door, and the door is open, and then it shuts. So that was creepy, and I think it was that dark spirit doing that. Like, I don't think he wanted us to leave. I think he just really wanted to mess with us. It's just that, I don't know. I don't want to say like, oh, they're hiding something, but I think there's even more than the murder that happened, more than the I'm the devil, more than, you know what I mean, someone being flown across the room, or yeah, like being thrown across the room, flown across the room, thrown across the room. I just think there's way more to that place, and they're just not saying what it is. And I get it, like I've said to you guys so many times, because they're running a business, and I think if I don't know if more things have happened to people, because, you know, a lot of people stay there and stuff, and, you know, some people do experience things, other people don't, or maybe they do and they just kind of pass it off as nothing, you know what I mean? But a lot of people experience stuff in room 105. Like, it's just so crazy, and I think we experienced a lot. I think we captured a lot. I'm really proud of our videos, and I think they just turned out really amazing, really fun, and I'm super excited for you guys to see our next collab. We're gonna try to make this a thing now, like a thing that we do a lot, because we had so much fun. We instantly clicked with each other, and that was the first time we met, was that day. You would think that we've known each other for years, like since birth. We just really clicked, and we talk like every single day. Like, we have this whole group chat and we're just like talking about stuff, like not even YouTube, we're just, you know, talking. And then we're so excited about our next collab, and it's just going to be like a series that just constantly continues, but it's at different locations. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. We had so much fun. Like, they are Jesse and Amanda. Oh my god. I am just, there's something I need to tell you guys, so just like get ready. It's next week when I tell you, just get ready, because I'm just like shook. I don't even know, but all I'm saying, yeah, so going back to it, Jesse and Mandy are so fun. Like, I had so much fun with them, and Jonathan like clicked with them instantly as well. So the four of us are like really great friends now, like best friends pretty much. So it's really cool. So I'm excited to see them again really soon. So yeah. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I addressed majority of your questions, and I want to go back to this place so badly. I want to spend more time down in the pub, if you can believe it, but I really do. Today's shout out goes to Tajana Jones. I hope I said your name right, but thank you so much. I always look forward to seeing your comments. You are amazing, and if you want a chance at a shout out in my next video, all you gotta do is make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Of course, turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, and comment down below. I'm a brethren and you could be next. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world in the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Brittany44, hashtag brethrens, hey! And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!